Later on today, an historic vote is to take place here in France. The government has put forward a bill to enshrine the right to abortion in the Constitution, and lawmakers from both houses are gathering not in Parliament but at the Palace of Versailles to discuss and vote on the constitutional change that, if passed, will be a first not only here in France but anywhere around the world. Indeed, the bill has significant political and public support, so it is easily expected to secure the 3/5 majority needed. Well, a historic day then, and our reporter Claire Paccalin is at the Palace of Versailles. She joins us from there. Claire, just walk us through what's happening today.
Certainly, as you said, Nadia, there's little suspense because we are expecting this vote to go through. That's because both houses of Parliament have already voted. The lower house of Parliament, the National Assembly, the vote went through about a month ago and a large majority was reached. And then the Senate, we saw that last week. That was a little bit more of an unsure situation. It wasn't guaranteed. The Senate is more conservative, more right-wing generally than the National Assembly. And indeed, the leader of the Senate, Gérard Larcher, as well as the two leaders of the main political groups in the Senate, they were actually not in favour of this going through. But parliamentarians, they were given a free vote. They were told that they could vote with their conscience. And given public opinion being so much in favour of the revision of the Constitution to give the freedom for women, to guarantee the freedom for women to abort, public opinion was in favour. And so lawmakers fell into line with that, and we are expecting a result later on today. And there's little suspense. We are expecting France's constitution, which has been in place since 1958, to be revised to guarantee a woman's freedom to abort.
And Claire, explain to us why all of this today is taking place at Versailles. France, of course, is a republic, famously so, and we really do think of Versailles as the residence of the king in pre-revolution France. So it might seem like a bit of an odd place for this to be taking place. Just explain to us why.
Certainly, Versailles is very much associated with the former French monarchy, but it is also known as a Republican place, and this is where both houses of Parliament can actually physically meet. There are 925 parliamentarians who are meeting today inside what's called the Congress Chamber. It's a large semicircle-shaped room, and it's the only place that can accommodate 925 lawmakers. They all have to fit in here, and this is not a very normal thing to happen. This is rare. The Constitution, since it came into place in 1958, has only been revised 24 times before. This has been the 25th time it will be arrived, and it does usually take place here. And this is actually the first time it's happening since 2008. That was when Nicolas Sarkozy was president. And one thing I do need to note, though, is that Emmanuel Macron, the French president, he will not be here today. Even though he is committed to this reform, he wants the Constitution to be revised in this way, he is not here today, and that is because the separation of powers in France separates the Parliament from the presidency, from the judicial system. This is an affair of the Parliament, and so Emmanuel Macron, the French president, will not be here in Versailles overseeing the proceedings.
Claire Paccalin at the Palace of Versailles. Thanks very much.